In the village of Emhlweni, where the elders' silence weighs as heavily as their judgment, two twins were born on a sacred dawn. One would be chosen, one left to shadows. Their lives, divided by favor and silence, would shape the destiny of the village itself. This is the story of Sibusiso and Tulani, the twins of Emhlweni. In the village of Emhlweni, where the elders' silence weighs as heavily as their judgment, two twins were born on a sacred dawn. One would be chosen, one left to shadows. Their lives, divided by favor and silence, would shape the destiny of the village itself. Long before memory learned to write itself, Emhlweni rested between misty hills and red earth that remembered every footprint. On a night when the stars burned brighter than usual, a woman named Nomusa gave birth to twins, two boys, one cry, one breath, one beginning of fate. Inside a small glowing hut, Nomusa held her sons wrapped in patterned cloths, one brighter, almost golden, the other muted, soft in hue. Beside her knelt the elderly midwife, her eyes heavy with worry, sensing the weight of destiny pressing down. Outside the hut, mist drifted low over the red earth, and villagers watched from a distance, whispering in fear and wonder. For twins in Emhlweni were never just children, they were questions waiting for answers. Before the sun rose, the elders gathered near the cattle kraal. Their leader, Nkulu Matembu, threw the divination bones onto the ground. Every villager held their breath, knowing a verdict would soon divide the children's lives. Sibusiso is chosen, the elders declared. Tulani must walk his own path. No curse was spoken, no blessing withdrawn, yet the path was decided. The favored child would receive praise, while the other would endure in quiet shadows. The mother bowed her head, clutching both sons close, her heart heavy. And in that moment, the village's silent judgment began to shape the twins' destinies. Sibusiso grew up surrounded by approval. Every word he spoke was praised, every small success met with songs and clapping. He believed the world had already chosen him for greatness. Tulani grew up differently. He herded cattle alone at dawn, worked quietly, and learned the songs of patience and resilience. No applause followed every step he took. No eyes sought to notice him. But silence became his teacher, and endurance his strength. The village watched, seeing only what it wanted. Praise lifted one child, silence sharpened the other. Years passed, and one dry season afternoon, dust rose on the distant road. A figure appeared, calm, regal, yet unassuming. His name was Nkosi Langa, a royal envoy known for seeing what others overlooked. Villagers rushed to prepare. Sibusiso was dressed in fine ceremonial skins, pushed forward to greet him, pride and expectation radiating from every movement. Tulani stood at the edge, half in shadow, unnoticed but alert. He did not need to impress, he only observed. Nkosi Langa's eyes scanned the village with quiet authority, resting not only on noise, but on character itself. In the days that followed, settled trials unfolded. Sibusiso spoke confidently to the elders, gesturing and seeking approval. His every movement was polished, loud, and calculated. Meanwhile, Tulani performed unseen acts of kindness and service. He helped elders carry water, tended the animals, and solved problems quietly. No one applauded, no one even noticed, but Nkosi Langa did. The contrast was undeniable. One boy shone only when watched, the other carried strength without recognition. Slowly, the truth of the twins' character revealed itself, layer by layer, in silence. At evening, the village gathered around the fire. Nkosi Langa stood at the center, staff planted firmly in the earth, speaking with the authority of the ancestors. You raised rivalry where unity should have grown. You lifted one child too high and pushed the other too low. Pride blinded you, silence shaped him, and now the truth is clear. Sibusiso knelt, humbled. Pride fell from his shoulders. Tulani stood tall, grounded, unshaken, calm as the evening sky. The elders bowed their heads in recognition of their mistake. Villagers whispered, learning the lesson too late for innocence, but just in time for wisdom. The embers rose like tiny stars, connecting earth and sky. And in that glow, the village understood that destiny is not chosen by crowds, that silence is not weakness, and that a village's judgment will always return to judge itself. Even today, when twins are born in Emhlweni, the elders whisper, "Let both children face the sun," for the ancestors do not speak louder to only one ear.